Francis Stacy, economic strategist. All right, so this is pretty interesting. Never in my mind did I think that they were mining Bitcoin in their nuclear facilities. Is it possible?
No, but it is certainly possible. This is just amazing. And I think the tell is the outages, and it's like you have to sort of dig around on Twitter to find those. This could have been part of the strategy of the Trump administration that they were keeping quiet. But I will just tell you, this whole global race for these digital currencies and how we're going to legislate around these digital currencies and who gets Bitcoin. And, it's just amazing. This brings to mind the Genius Act, right? The Sent said on Bloomberg this morning, he's like, would you rather have a private guaranteed stablecoin backed by U.S. Treasuries, or would you rather have a central bank digital currency backed by the ECB or PBOC, right, that they can turn off? And so this is a massive global conversation, and this crypto and the mining has become leverage the way that oil and gold and things like that historically have been leveraged. So it wouldn't surprise me at all that this was going on in the background, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if the Trump administration was actually going after this also.
How easy? I mean, so like, look, I consider myself a bit of a crypto bro, but like for a lot of folks that don't understand this crypto, which was me like 2 years ago, those servers you're seeing on the wall there, that's a literal mining operation, apparently. So talk to us how this mining works, how much energy, and is it more economic now for that or AI, or what's the scoop?
Well, what's interesting is the mining takes an extreme amount of energy. I'm not an energy expert. It takes an extreme amount of energy. But the thing that's very interesting, and the problem with Bitcoin and why Bitcoin will never replace any kind of fiat currency, is because it has a limited supply. So once all of this is mined, it's over, right? So you build these power infrastructures, and then once all of this is mined, it has a certain supply, right? And so then when that fixed supply is realized, then you just have demand around that supply.
And
so
how close are we to reaching that actual end result there?
Oh gosh, great question. I think closer than we think. I think what's going to happen is you're going to have other cryptocurrencies, and especially around this Genius Act legislation, and you're going to have other competitive currencies. So right now you have Bitcoin as sort of the primary cryptocurrency, but as it has competitors, that will lessen the demand a little bit. I think the fact that it has basically we haven't defined what is Bitcoin in our society. There is no intrinsic value. Is it the new gold? Is it a flight to safety? All we have to do is look at the correlation with the S&P 500. It's generally correlated with the S&P 500. So it's not a new digital gold. So I would generally say that we're going to hit the supply probably in the next 5 years, I would think.
That's
5 to 10 years.
And then it could hit $1 million. Francis, we got to leave it right there. No, I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, Francis Stacy. All right.